Okay, so let's get into a little bit more about my last post about the 5 website marketing metrics that I think that you need to be tracking, whether it's you, whether it's your clients, whether it's both, it doesn't really matter. Why are those the top 5? First and foremost is users versus new users on site. Now, when we think of, this one's pretty easy in my opinion to kind of understand. When we think of trying to create that demand, right? That's what we're all trying to do in marketing anymore. You're trying to create that demand for your product or your service, and you're trying to get in front of as many people as you can, right? That is the name of the game. Digital marketing anymore is much like it used to be when it comes to like billboards and newspaper ads and things like that, right? Like, how many times can you get placed in your audience's sphere of influence and what they see in like their day-to-day, right? And so when we think about that, we really need to be thinking about, okay, well, we're trying to create demand for the product, but digitally we have to do that in a variety of different ways. And so if I'm trying to track that metric on my website with my audience, I need to be not only looking at site visits, but how many new users are on my site. Because that's basically going to tell me, are my demand generation tactics working? Are people going to the website? Because in our opinion, I'm going to point to him back here. He's going to agree with me back here.
I do.
In our opinion, your website needs to be the nucleus of everything you do digitally, right? This is the thing that you own. You're beholden to whatever the algorithm wants to do, whatever Google decides they want to do, how much money you're spending, how much money you're not spending, whatever the case may be, right? You're beholden to whatever they decide to do on whatever whim they want to do it, right? For the most part, you are controlling your website, and driving traffic back there is the smartest thing that you can do. And so when we think about, are we able to track demand generation, one metric, it's not the only one, but it's an easy one to understand. The metric you need to be looking at first and foremost is users versus new users on your site. The more new users you have, if your users increase, period, and then you look at it in relation, your new users increase, those demand generation tactics that you're doing that are getting people to go to your website to validate you, that is going to be a good metric to track and understand.